Dude, I just recorded a whole entire video and it wasn't recording. Anyways, I just mainly just wanted to come here and talk about like Smite content creators and like just certain ones. Like I'm not gonna say any names, but it's certain creators that like just don't really talk in their videos or gameplay videos because they don't do anything else but upload VODs. So really, they don't talk in their streams. Is more so what I'm saying. And their streams are mostly just dead silence, and then the occasional telling their teammate to do this or telling their whoever they have in comms maybe, hey, this timer is up, this beat is down, blah 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 blah. And rarely are they ever like giving like interesting like talks, if that makes sense. Like Weekend, I think he is like he is an entertainer. He's more entertaining than like 99% of the Smite content creators. Like I think Intersect is pretty close to him. I think they're about even. They both talk about similar amounts and about are fairly interesting. But I think Intersect content in general is more interesting than Weekends that is just gameplay and all the clickbait titles and stuff. I think Intersect just offers a little bit more. What's the word? Variety. Oh, variety. That's a Smite player. I guess he goes by what does he go by now? Banco? Anyways, you get the point. I just think if you're a streamer, I need you to be talking like not 24/7 exactly, but like if I'm there for like 5 minutes, I need you to talk for about 3 of those minutes. Or at least have something to say really interesting in 2 minutes of that 5 minutes. Because to me, it's not really hard to talk for a long time, especially I mean, like, I can understand if your chat is empty, it's a lot harder. But you can really just start talking about anything. Like, just talk about what you're doing in the game. Like, be like, dude, there's no way this Daiji is freaking going crazy like this, dude. There's no way that Zeus has 1,000 damage already. Oh my gosh, I'm actually about to blow this freaking Vulcan up, and I hope he jump off the cliffs in GTA. Something like that. Because in general, it's not hard to talk. So I expect more, especially if you're streaming, especially if you're going to then upload that video to YouTube. If you upload a video to YouTube and you can't even take the time to talk in that video, then why am I watching you? Like right now, I've pretty much been talking this whole entire time, no cuts, and it's all off the top of my head, just talking about things I think about Smite because I want to. If I could, oh my gosh, that is just so much. If I could, I would literally make a YouTube channel just talking about Smite and just things I think about it. Because I think one, I can add interesting dialogue to the conversation, and that's one thing that Smite really lacks. That no one ever has conversations with each other about the game and about like besides like very surface level stuff like fuck this game. This game sucks. Item builder sucks. But there's not a single YouTuber that really goes in depth on like a 30-minute video about the item system. Bobby kind of does it. Like Bobby gets really close. Bobby's like the closest person to it, and I think the main reason why is because Smite is just a casual game. It just is. Like no matter what you say or what you do, most of the people that are playing are casuals. They're arena players. They're assault players, joust players, siege players, clash players, slash players, if you will. And they don't really care about what you have to say about the game. You can say something unless you're saying something that's very service level, like this god is OP. This god is OP because they do a lot of damage. They just don't understand. They just don't. And that's because most players are just casual and they don't really care too much about the inner depths of the game. Where you look at something like League, there's tons of discussion videos about or discussion videos, guide videos on how to get better, how to rank up, how to do this, how to do that. And you want to know why? Because there's a lot. One, the community's a lot bigger, so it just has room for that. Where this community is a lot smaller and a lot less people, and content creators that are at the top don't care as much. Like I don't even know Weekend has done a conquest guide video that's like really put together, really succinct, and is just getting across that message. But I wouldn't know because I don't really watch his content like that. I like tuning into the streams every now and again, just like stay in the loop about something, see if anything's going on interesting. Which usually he's a pretty interesting person to watch. I don't think he's a bad streamer. I think he's a good streamer. I just don't think he's as good at YouTube. His Elo Hell series was good. Watched that for like a few, but like, but besides that, like he's not really innovative, or you don't even have to be innovative, but at least like trying, because there's a lot more stuff you could. If I had an audience, the amount of content I would have daily is insane. Like y'all would be getting a discussion video every day. Y'all would be getting item me reworking an item or reworking a god every week. Like these are things that I would generally be doing. I would make my own patch notes. Like I literally been thinking about doing that. Like patch notes for Smite. Because there's so much to talk about in a MOBA. So much. You couldn't even cover it all in a year. And these content creators are just failing at that. In my opinion, I think Intersect and Bobby are really good ones. I hear Final K is actually really good at that. I don't really watch Final K at all, really. Really, I just watch Bobby Weekend, and I don't really watch Weekend videos, his streams, but I watch Intersect and Bobby videos. Those are the only really people I really care about, because I'm not much of a gameplay person. I'm more of a interesting things that you have to say to me. What will like what say something that gets me to care about Smite more, or wants to engage with the Smite community, right? And I think a lot of YouTubers just kind of feel like that. And there's not a lot of reaction videos to takes, I guess, because there's not many takes in the community. Like I think some of the funnest things were when what's his name? I can't think of his name. Elion got kicked. I think that was like sparked conversation. Like everyone pretty much had the same thoughts, because it's crazy to kick someone off the team after them not securing Fire Giant, which is a easy mistake to make. And then bro didn't have Thunder up. And I right, like, because you can go on a whole spiel about that, but in general, it's just it's really, to me, it's really bad as a content creator if you have a big platform, especially pro players. I think pro players are very guilty of this, because they're going to have people in their chat no matter what, because of how good they are. So they don't really have the need or ever needed to create something that's interesting to watch. And I think even a lot of like bigger content creators than me, a lot bigger, right? Because I barely get 2 views. Like people that are like 70 views, bro. I was watching his video. He didn't say a single word for like 5 minutes, not 5 minutes, but 2 minutes of the video, and then started saying stuff about how he was playing Pokemon Go or Pokemon Unite, something I don't freaking know, and how he won the game. But he thought he had a lot more time, and he started he basically how made a queue in Pokemon when he shouldn't have, because he thought he had more time for a Smite queue. Like it's stuff like that. Like you're telling me you couldn't talk for 2 minutes about that, like, or anything about that? And then I just clicked off, because I was like, because I think I've seen him before, and he just doesn't talk that much. Like I think I literally went 3 minutes in his video without him talking. Why? Because I'm just trying to see, like, what do I need to do to be better, and nothing they do is better than me. I have to say it. I'm not even acting like I'm some great content creator. I just think I have actually interesting things to say, and the gameplay is okay, but I mainly play rank, so a lot of people that don't play rank are just going to get better, what's it called, better clips. So I guess I don't have I don't find casuals as enjoyable, just because there's nothing really on the line. At least rank I can feel something. But it is true, I just can't get as good clips, because I'm actually playing against better people, and not just people that picked up a controller for the first time in their life, or just people that just don't, just aren't trying. And you're over here sweating to get like a pentakill or something like that. Or you might not be sweating, you just might be playing casually, but you are just casually better than them. So I don't know. I don't even know where I was. I just don't want. I want Smite to be better, and I think it's it's a whole bunch of failings across the board. The community is pretty shit, bro. Every game I'm getting into, I'm getting someone that's toxic, or just like saying something just to say it, or going AFK, or being like, "Oh my gosh, I died 2 times. I'm just going to fucking rage for the rest of the game." and say, okay, 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 you rock, cancel that, you rock, cancel that. Like, I'm starting to think people don't understand that one, dying is a part of the game. You're going to have variants. You're gonna have some good games. You're gonna have some bad games. You're gonna have some just okay games. Like it doesn't make sense to me. I think I covered pretty much everything I wanted to. If you're a bigger Smite content creator and you see this, please, for the fucking love of God, make guides for newer players. For the love of everything Smite, please make discussion topics about anything that you agree with, that you disagree with, that you like, that you don't like. I think patch notes are a good start, but dive a little bit deeper, go a little bit less, go a little bit more than just surface level bull crap. Of, oh, here are the patch notes. I go over the patch notes. I say what I think about the patch notes in a 40-minute long video when patch notes are only viewable one time. Most people aren't going to watch two people's version of the patch notes because they just care about the patch notes. But if you make a whole entire separate video talking about what you liked and what you didn't like from the patch notes, not specifically going over the patch notes, people are more inclined to watch that if it's like a 10-minute or 5-minute video. Just how people work. People are only going to watch one 40-minute video probably that whole entire day. People don't have time for that. But they're so surface level with the content they make. It's genuinely like kind of sad at a point. That it's like you don't care about your job. It's like it's like the minimum work for the minimum wage, kind of like meme. You're like, yeah, you pay me minimum wage, so I'm only gonna do the minimum work. But you're not getting paid minimum wage for a lot of them. I guess for some of them, they probably even some of them they're not. I think they're maybe yeah maybe some of them, but like it's a reason why if you are because you're probably just not doing as much or you're just not as big yet. Because but I think also it's kind of hard because most might players are just casual players and might not just care about this because Bobby isn't a big content creator, even though I think he makes some of the best content besides Intersect. I think Intersect has just a slight edge on him, especially with his surveys. His surveys are really good, and he just covers a lot. He just is a news guy. I think Deuceloff was the best content creator that Smite had. Mythimu like somewhere in that top 5 of players, but now like ever since everyone moved away, it's just the content is so much worse. I think there's good people in the community. Like I think Crislo. I see Crislo. If you ever see him, he's really pretty. He's really freaking funny. Um, forgot his name. It's like DAXXON Dexon on. I don't know, something like that. He's pretty interesting. He actually make guides. He's a pretty decent player, but you can't convince me that some of these content creators are good, especially and bro. Encon was genuinely one of the worst content creators in terms of like YouTube. He was a good streamer. He talked a lot. He was good at the game. He was interesting to watch. But when it came to YouTube, he literally just threw out slop. Like genuine like this was Zaplet man, Sock kind of like they only upload VODs. And your main thing is you were a content creator for like a few years. You should have the upper hand. You shouldn't still be putting out just VODs. For the last like 2 years, you've been putting out just VODs and patch notes. Like that's insane to me. But he's gone now. As in he left Deadlock. That kind of sounded weird. He's gone. Yeah. He was goody but a oldie. Goody but a oldie. Yep. Nah, but he's just gone. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I have anything else to say. Peace. Stay hydrated.